So let's do a recap over what we have been speaking about this week. Do me a favor, could you just turn off the lights over there? Thank you. So we started off at the beginning of the week by working through some of these different inyanim, just opening them up, discussing. And the way I'd like to echo what we're going to speak about now, just as a recap, is use your bechira. We've been mamash speaking about bechira day and night here. So let me let me iterate here that we have bechira. So use your bechira. Choose. So the first thing we spoke about was that you have to choose to grow personally. You have to stop and you have to think and you have to ask yourself, if I don't get off my tuchus and do something, who's going to do it for me? And the truth is, no one's necessarily going to come and push you. They may, if people are looking out for you, they may come and push you, but you have to choose to grow personally. And the way we discussed ways of growing personally is by educating yourself, remaining inspired, being around people who awaken you, being around individuals who really push you. And you have to go out and seek that. So choose to grow personally. As well, what we spoke about is that you'll always come against your own bad habits. You're going to have bad habits, and you want to change those bad habits from habits that are not helping us grow in life to good habits. So choose to break those habits that are not helping you move forward in life. And as you develop, they will become more apparent. And it's a matana, it's mamash a matana, it's such a beautiful gift that we could become aware of something that we're lacking, and then we can go fill it up. So choose to break your bad habits, develop always good habits, and recognize the awareness of something you have to fix as a gift. Okay, I would say like this, number 3, always treat others right. And that would look like, don't ignore people, don't do injustice to people. We come across people in our lives, and sometimes people are treated badly. Don't be one of those people that's treating another badly. And add the asay tov. When you see somebody, say good morning, give a smile. We spoke about the story of somebody walking into shul for years and years and years, and this person walked in with their eyes closed, so to speak, and walked out. They came in, they davened, put on tefillin, talis, and they never saw anybody. They didn't, mamash. And then one day they went to a certain tzaddik, and the certain tzaddik says, you were here to mataken that. And literally, this person was suffering with many different issues, but the minute they opened themselves up to recognize the other, to say a good morning, to come into the Beis HaMedrash, to greet somebody, Boker Tov, good morning, and say hello, how are you, his whole life changed. He was happier. Everyone noticed it. Everyone saw it. As well, we spoke about number 4, choose to work smarter. Before you go into something, remember this reality that we can learn how to learn. If we're going to approach something, stop and recognize that we have the ability to go inside and deconstruct how something works. And just remember the story of the Baal Shem Tov, that there was this king, and the king says to the nation that I'm going to put my daughter, obviously with her choice, into a completely and utterly closed building. And whoever figures out how to open that building, you will marry her. And everyone comes and they see the building is tall, the building has no windows, no doors, nothing. They don't know what to do, they're stuck, and one after another they come. But one stubborn mule comes and says, no, I'm going to figure it out. And they come and he walks around the building and he stops and he thinks. He doesn't just jump in, he stops and he meditates, he figures out what he can do. And tachlis, he sees a group of stones that look different than the other group of stones, and he realizes there's a hairline crack, and he breaks it open, and tachlis, there's a window there, and he opens the window and he shouts, princess, I want to come and free you, what do I do? And the princess, no, you have to figure out for yourself. And anyway, he walks around, and the princess did give him a hint that there's a door like this somewhere. So he goes and he finds the door, and he smashes down the bricks of the door, but then there's a door that's locked, and the princess gives him a clue where the key is. Anyway, he goes in, and Tachlis, he does not give up. He thinks, he stops, he thinks, he becomes aware, he stops, he thinks, he becomes aware, and eventually he ends up marrying the princess. But this is the Nakuda. We spoke about this with Limud HaTorah, that we have to, if we really want it, we have to break into it. We have to want it, we have to desire it. And it's the same with working as well. When we work on ourselves, we have to stop. We have to think, how the hell am I going to deal with this midah? But choose to work smartly. Stop, breathe, educate yourself about what you're about to do before you do it. Very important message, very real. It can be done. Okay, I would suggest as well, I can't remember what number this is, but the fact is that we have to learn to balance ourselves, to become balanced spiritually, emotionally, and physically. And we spoke about that meditation and tefillah and exercise, to become aware that that is within our power, and we can do wondrous and brilliant things if we open ourselves up. And as what we spoke about, the 5-5-5 rule, 10-10-10 rule, that in the morning, you do Birchas HaShachar, do 10 minutes of exercise, 10 minutes of breathing, 10 minutes of journaling, and allow yourself to have that expansion of consciousness in a block time every day. Be consistent every day. There's a number of you who started to do it. You yourselves know how your lives have changed. Mamash, you yourselves know how your lives have changed. And let's just end with, we didn't speak about this so much, but we mentioned it, and that is discipline. That really, what is discipline? When you have a life, when you can keep up with something day in, day out, and sometimes it's difficult, and we need the chizuk. I deeply and lovingly and respectfully appreciate that. The nukuda is, though, when you hold back from something, when you exert discipline, what you're saying to yourself every single time you do that is, I love me. I love me. I'm going to hold back from something now, or I'm going to do something, even though it's a little bit difficult now, for the betterment of the future me. And Be'ezras Hashem, we should go from strength to strength, and we should keep on growing and become more amazing people as every day passes.